welcome to IT Skills channel. My name is Aiden. In today's video, we're going to enable virtualization support in AMD computer. So virtualization support allows you to run virtual machines inside your computer. Any computer that was made within the last 10 years should easily support this feature. If you have a dinosaur of a computer, then you may not be able to do this. But I can almost guarantee you 99% sure that any computer you have within the last 10 years that runs should be fine. So you shouldn't have a problem. Now, before we get to enabling it, some of you may want to know, why do you want to enable virtualization support? You need to do it to run virtual machine, but why virtual machines? So virtual machines allow you to run computer within a computer. So meaning that your computer, hard drive, memory, everything else can be virtualized and you can have an isolated environment. So if you were to infect that virtual machine, your regular computer, your physical computer is not infected. The virtual machine is. And therefore, you can isolate some testing. Some people use it to run some, let's just say, questionable software. Some people use virtual machine to learn about IT. Some people run Active Directory. Some people run DCP server. Some people run Windows deployment server, etc. So many things you could do. Some people use virtual machine to run some cool Linux programs like for home automation. And some people just use virtual machine because they are paranoid. And whatever your reasoning might be, virtual machine is a great way for you to give yourself some more than one machine. And in my case, I use virtual machine to run home labs, and I also use it to test some Intune autopilot deployment. Without further ado, we're going to dive into virtual machine enabling, and we can also try to deploy a virtual machine for testing. Let's get started now. Thank you. Yeah, I need to turn on Hyper-V virtualization on the computer BIOS. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna shut this down, restart it. And this is gonna take us to where we go ahead and press F2 until we get to the BIOS and then turn on basically Hyper-V virtualization on the computer. So we're gonna press F2 here. And what this will do is gonna get us to our computer BIOS information. This is a nice custom PC I built for me, and you can see I have two USB drive attached to it, and I am running NVMe as my OS installation, and I'm also got a hard drive, a data 1 TB hard drive, and so forth. So it's really nice. So let's get into the BIOS where we can turn on basically where we can turn on the virtual computer under here actually. So let's see here, we got NX support, that's the core leveling. So I believe this is what it is. So this is virtual view virtualization. This is what we need to enable. This should be able to get us going, and we should be good. If we're wrong, we're gonna have to come back and fix it. But this is where it looks like a CPU enable/disable CPU virtualization. So we need to be enable virtualization, and this is what we have to do. So you have to go under advanced and then go to let me go ahead, see if I can walk you through in here, and then go to advanced CPU configuration, and then basically click on SVM, and then mode, and then enable it. And I did that now, so I'm gonna hit they basically the escape key, and then it's gonna say, do you want to save? Quit without saving? No, we don't want to quit without saving. So we want to actually save it. Hit F10 to save. So the only thing we did is says we turn on SVM mode from disable to enable, which is what we want. We're gonna hit OK. Okay, let's log in now and get back to doing this again. So you can see I created an account for IT Skills, and now I'm gonna go through the same steps. Go to start menu, type in control panel, and I'm gonna go to the programs, turn on Windows feature on and off, and we're gonna expand Hyper-V. You can see now this Hyper-V is enabled by CPU virtualization enabled, so now we can actually turn on Hyper-V feature. And the most computers that are built to this modern day, it should work for this. If you unless you have an older computer, so you should be able to turn on virtual CPU virtualization and then use this. I'm gonna hit OK. This may require reboot, but once it does reboot, then we can actually start utilizing Hyper-V to provision any machine we want, whatever we want to. So I'm gonna restart right now. So what it's doing now is actually applying the customization change we made by enabling CPU virtualization, which enabling Hyper-V as well. So, and now once it's done, we're able to get started. So let's log back in once more. We're back here, and I did some PG info, and this just tells me all my storage utilization and everything else. So that's fine. So let's come over here to the search for the Hyper-V. So we're gonna go to Hyper-V. Hyper-V Manager is here. We're gonna click on Hyper-V Manager, and from here on, you can see that's my Hyper-V Manager, and that's my computer name. And there's no VM right now as expected because I don't have any VMs in place.